Hi, everybody. How are you guys? Waiting for Matty Tarot to come in. And so get some people in here so we can do some live readings. So today is Fluid Friday, which is what's in your cup, where everybody tells us what they are drinking. I have water. Hi, Jasmina. How are you? And so, anyway, we'll be doing readings today. As always, will look at 3 months or a question or a general reading, and I use tarot. Yes, it's Friday. Thank goodness, huh? Also, Fluid Friday. So get you guys a drink, water, or anything, and then tell us what's in your cup. Some people have some really different kind of drinks. Hi, Kim. How are you? And so, anyway, we are just waiting on Matty Tarot to pop in and get going on this. Okay, let's see. You're having water too? Yeah, me too. It's just like I went to Starbucks and I got a really yummy drink today, but I drank it up. It was strawberry acai. It was very, very good. A refresher. Now I make refreshers myself, some juice and ice and mostly water. And I drink that all day. And but I know it was so neat just to go. I just was there. They have a deal on Friday. So I said, well, I like one of the things have lemon loaf. It's so good. And then I had strawberry acai. So
Hello.
hi, Maddie. There is a message for you in private chat. Want to let you know that.
Okay.
And let's bring everybody in. So, anyway, so you had coffee, Yasmina. Um, I I drink that all morning. Sometimes I do drink it at night, and then guess what? I'm up at night. Oh, Nia, you're going on a road trip? Yes, drink the coffee. That's a good thing. Hi, Amanda.
Debbie. I don't think I know how to get to private chat.
Oh, never mind. It's okay.
So sorry.
It should be over at the right saying private chat. I don't know. We're kind of backwards. Brett, are you drinking whiskey? All right. Yeah. No, coffee is so good. I never drank it until I was oh um almost 40 years old. And then because I didn't never like it and then I tried it and I said, where's this been for 2 decades? So so anyway, I do have that. Oh, you would be hyper? Yeah. I can't sleep if I'm doing that. I even tried decaf thinking it'll be good.
Be Fluid Friday.
Kim has something great to say. Let's see. I'm clicking on it. Come on. Here we go. Maddie was shockingly accurate on my reading on Wednesday.
Oh,
yay!
good. I'm glad to hear that.
So, let's see. So everybody's chatting. I see one person that wants a reading. Let's ask to share the show and get the people in here. And oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It looks like a Mai Tai. I don't know anything about drinks.
It's a
But what is
tequila
it?
sunrise.
Oh, okay. Well, it does look like it, doesn't it? It does with that yellow. It's beautiful. It sounds like it would taste good.
It tastes very good.
So remember 18 plus to get a reading. No legal pleas, no medical pleas. That includes pregnancies. Also, there's something else. What is the other thing? We just randomly pick people. So if you don't get a reading, come the next time. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time.
And please like and follow, subscribe to YouTube, and like the video by hitting the thumbs up. It tremendously helps us. I'm youtube.com/@Matty Tarot, and Debbie is at youtube.com/@Psychic Fixes.
Thank you.
And
Teresa,
it's Fluid Friday, y'all.
yeah. Teresa says, I'm missing you guys every Friday, but I Need a reading. What kind of a reading, or do you have a question? Hi, Tammy. Hi, Jamie Lee Ann. So the private chat thing is, Matty Tarot, is just that I ate something and it's not agreeing with me. So if I pop out now that everybody in the world knows, I'll just turn off my camera and my audio and then I'll be back.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I was drinking strawberry acai, big thing of it today, and I've never had that. And then I ate something and now I go, okay. Maybe it's all right. Maybe it isn't. Okay, now that everybody knows.
That's understandable.
Hi, Carlos.
So, I want to announce our Friday Feuds poll. Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
So we, I believe it's in the description. Hold on, let's see. Yes. So if you go on YouTube, it's in our description. It says survey, and you can click the link. All right, and let's go see what it is. So please follow go to the YouTube and click the link to go to the survey. And hold on one second. I gotta find where it's at. You know what? I'll just go click the link because I can't find it. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys. Expiration dates on products. It's iffy 2 days before, or it's good for a week after. Expiration dates.
Iffy 2 days before.
Iffy 2 days before, or good for a week after.
No. But you know what? I saw like a whole thing on this. How, probably everything's good for a long time and they go through all the products. I don't care. It's that day's trash. Maybe 2 days before is trash. I go, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I think it definitely depends on what it is. But if we're gonna say in general, like if we're gonna generalize it and we have to pick one or the other, I'm gonna say it's iffy 2 days before.
Yeah.
But it just depends what it is, really. And in reality, there's gray areas, and I think it depends on what it is.
Oh no, look at the rest of what Kim said. You were shockingly accurate. There's a however or a but, actually. Do you see her?
I'm trying to find
at 6:38.
6:38. Matty was shockingly accurate on Wednesday. And then 38, you said?
6:38.
But not in a good way. I'm so free. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
But you were accurate. I mean, so
I'm saying I'm sorry, like I did something.
Yeah.
No.
No,
you're welcome for warning you. I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry to hear that it wasn't in a good way.
I had somebody that I was going to grab for a reading, and can't find it, but I will.
Jasmina says not milk. LOL. Yeah, no, not milk. Iffy 2 days prior. Milk iffy in general. I can't do milk.
Someone in my household the other day, I'm like, seriously? It says March 5th.
Ay, no.
No.
I don't even like milk when it's good. Like it's not it smells bad to me. I can't do milk.
Wow. I love milk. I love milk. Let's see. Let me go up. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab somebody new. But I think this was somebody new. I find it? Okay, you guys, get your request in.
All right, yeah, you guys.
No
Please
proper
go do the
names.
survey. Please do the survey. It is it's just fun. But expiration dates, iffy 2 days before or good a week after. Please go to the link The link can be found in the YouTube description at the very top. Okay. So please go to the link, participate in the survey, and while you're there, hit the thumbs up on our video on YouTube.
Pay links, you can put that one in. I'm going to connect to Teresa.
Yeah, and these are free readings, you guys. At the end of the day, they're free, but we do accept donations and tips, so that is encouraged and appreciated. The pay links are scrolling right below us, and they're also in the descriptions on YouTube. So I believe Debbie's got PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and then I've got Venmo and Cash App. What else is everybody drinking? What's in your cup? Hashtag what's in your cup? Let's see. Jasmina's got water. She had some coffee. Nia's got coffee for a road trip. Where are you going, Nia, to see your father? Brett says whiskey. Definitely whiskey. Okay. Let's see. Carlos is drinking water.
You're the only one with the fancy drink, Matty.
I mean, it's not that fancy.
It is. It's beautiful.
My husband made it. He used to be a bartender.
Oh. He's someone that I can invite to my parties.
Yes.
Hi, Michael. By the way, you're doing the bar. Get behind the bar. Okay, Mama's finished. Okay, you guys invite some people in to get some readings. Teresa, I threw out some cards for you, and the first one down is a little bit confused and a little bit of a struggle, and this represents you. Sometimes it means arguments are going on or something like that, but I do get like things might be a struggle right now. But I have this wonderful energy over you. It's really great. This is that card of love in relationships and family. Sometimes it means there's going to be a family reunion, maybe in the future a little bit, or a wedding, or thinking about it. Very, very good. I get that you're not going to be quite trusting what's ahead in the future. And we don't want to do that. We always want to make sure that we have a goal. We know what's going to happen because we put that goal out and we own it, right? That's our goal and we're going that way. So always know where you're going, and then you don't go, oh, I don't know what's ahead. Well, you do. You manifested it. I do get a money-minded woman here. This may be you. It shows me in the past position, maybe somebody that's good with detail-oriented type of work or accounting or just loving money. I do get a little bit of feeling a little left out of the money, like maybe you should have more. I also get that a little love is coming in, a little romance, and that's great. I don't have more around that. Otherwise, I would go a little bit more with this, but I feel like there's something nice there, some kind of date or romance or something. They show me a change in the home for the good coming in. If not now, a new place to live or fixing up the house or bringing somebody in. It just makes it a lot better and more comfortable. I do get this opportunity of a career shift for you. You have to decide if you want to take it or not. I do feel a little bit of you feeling alone or unsupported. So make sure you talk to your guides. Tell them to bring everything to you so that you will feel grounded, secure, and anything, a person or any tools that you need to feel that way so you don't feel unsupported. I do get a man here in the very end. That's important. It's going to come as a priority in your life. This sometimes is a dad type of energy or someone that would be a good dad. But I get that this is a male that is very romantic and loving and loyal and all of that. Also, this is one that likes to be on or in the water. Okay. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for coming in.
That was lovely. Okay, let's see. I've got Tammy. Tammy King, do you see me leaving my job and being financially okay? Give me just a moment more.
Can I say something, Teresa? Yes, you're getting a house. That's what this means. Okay. So you have the Empress card. That's when there's a move. So yes, you have a house coming. Okay. Thank you, Maddie.
Of course. Okay. Oh. All right. I'm feeling like I need to pull something else. Hold on one moment. I'm being drawn to this deck. Okay. All right. So, Tammy, I do see you leaving your job. I do see you leaving. I'm not sure why, but there's the tower is here, and the tower is when things kind of fall apart. It's like destruction, chaos. It's transformative energy, though. It's also it's known as what they say sacred chaos. It's or sacred destruction. So it's like, you know, natural. So if a forest fire starts naturally and it burns up the acres of the land, and what does that do? It primes things for new growth. It pretty much cleanses the land and primes it and gets it, and like all the ashes and such from that destruction, they actually serve a vital purpose, a very very vital purpose in the regeneration of that land. And you might see places that burned, if in the right conditions, burned, and then they are flourishing just years later, that in ways that they wouldn't have been able to prior to that. So and that's when I'm not talking about like man-made fires and things that happen, but there's a cleansing aspect to destruction at times. So that's kind of what the tower card represents, is that the only way to get the things that aren't working out of your life is for them to stop working and fall apart. And sometimes we're really attached to those things, and so there might be some pain that's involved with that, some growing pains, some feelings of loss or feelings of worry and doubt. You're being asked right now to remain confident. So you've got the Tower card here, right? And you're being asked to remain confident through this period of time. And you need to move forward, Knight of Pentacles. So moving forward, taking actionable stances toward a goal. The Knight of Pentacles is commitment. So you need to keep your vision in your mind's eye, despite what's going on around you, despite the doubt that you may feel, despite the things in the 3D, in the world around you that might serve to prove that, the thing I'm wanting isn't going to happen because this, and this. Don't let it distract you. Don't let it take you off of your path and take your determination away to reach your goal. So through the power of love, you actually can remain committed. So maybe you have a love relationship in your life. Maybe you have some romantic partner, or maybe your family or a close friend. Through the power of love, no matter what type of love, you can remain strong, diligent, committed, taking actionable effort towards your goals, and loyal to the cause, essentially, and remain on the path toward this new beginning. But this new beginning that you're going to get, the Fool here, is marked with pain. It is. So again, you really need to quell the doubt. So I don't see this period of time, I don't know how long, but I don't see it lightening up. And they kind of, it does eventually. I do see it at the end. What I'm trying to say though is, don't let it discourage you. I'm gonna just forewarn you right now. You're gonna go through a lot of doubt, a lot of bumps in the road, and it's gonna seem like, oh gosh, this just isn't gonna end. But you got to keep pushing through. That's where your power is, okay? Because laying down and accepting the defeat here, the 10 of Swords, this fail, don't let the things that are happening make you feel like a failure, or um like you have ruined something, or something has been ruined. Because right around the corner of that, they say, so the world keeps spinning, right? And it's not going to stop spinning, whether you sit down or not. So it's best to keep going, because you will eventually get through it, and the only way out is through. But if you lay down and give up and say, I failed, and the world doesn't stop spinning for you, and it sucks, but you're going to get trampled. You're going to get trampled, and it's going to hurt so much more. Failure is only marked by accepting. I'm sorry, failure is only marked by acceptance of the person. So when the person accepts, like, oh, I'm a failure, that's when they've failed. That's the only time they've failed, because otherwise it's just it's just a lesson in the pathway to success. It's just a lesson in the pathway to your goal. You learn along the way. And there's no such thing as the wrong road, because the wrong road teaches you something that gets you right back on track to the right road. Okay, so right around this corner of feeling like you can't do it, look at that. Peace, many changes. I'm sorry, you got to keep moving. I'm sorry, this is not changes. This is 8 of Wands, is keep moving. I mean, it does mark a change, but there's some sort of movement here, and you got to keep moving. And then look at that. Right below that is the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity and happiness, the Sun. And then, I mean, it just keeps going with the night. Like, if you keep going down here, what you don't see coming, I do what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. You've got many change. You keep moving, and then you reach a new opportunity. You got the Sun here. You got new passion, Ace of Wands. You've got harmony, peace, temperance. So, and again, cooperating, the peace card here. It's right around the corner from when you feel like you just can't take it anymore. So just keep that in mind, that you're going to go through a rough time. But I do see you leaving your job. I do see things going hard for you. I do see you having a lot of doubt. You got to fight through it. You got to let go, let God, and hold the vision in your mind's eye, and don't let anything detour you from that. Your oracle card here is the Crowning. So I'm gonna throw it. I'm kidding. The Crowning is, let's see. Where is it at? The Crowning, 74. Okay, the Crowning is initiation, thresholds, rebirth, and a seat at the table. There comes a time when the flower knows that it can no longer remain in the protective constraints of the bud. Somehow, it needs to trust in the birthing energy and surrender to the unknown of the bloom. Like I was just saying, the same birthing energy exists within all of nature and in birth, both physical and metaphorical. It's an initiation for the mother as well as the child, who transitions from the water world of the womb to a whole new one on earth. This is the card of crossing thresholds and walking through the gates of initiation, which requires great courage and faith. There are rolling contractions, and it's almost always not straightforward. As we transition from one thing to another, your job, we're called to burst through the constraints of the seed and then and then the certainty of the bud, so that something new can bloom from within. So like I was just saying, clearing out the old so the new can come in. We're always birthing something, and deep inside we know that the only way to surrender to the initiation is to surrender to the innate power within. This power is inner, but it's also connected with the intelligence that exists within all of life. It's the same energy that tells flowers to bloom when it was it's the same energy that tells flowers to bloom, and it was present when you grew in your mother's womb. Trust in that. It will carry you through. Surrender to what's wanting to be born through you. Life is always trying to initiate us into even more than who we truly are. So your soul inquiry, it says here, is asking, how is life trying to initiate you? And have confidence and faith moving through, holding true to that sentiment, and you will find your peace. Okay, that's all I have for you this evening.
Oh, it's very good. When I was looking at the cards, I go, oh, career offer, success, new job, all this good stuff. That was great. All right. I hope I get this right. Is it Chile or Jelly? So bad with names. So anyway, you want to know about love. I've got only a little bit about love, but I have a lot of other stuff. I took some extra cards for you as well. First card that comes down shows me harmony and partnership. So this could be a partnership with a person or medical, business, whatever, but it's wanting to get along and working well with someone, okay? I do get a little bit of indecision crossing you, so make sure you're talking to your spirit guides to ask for clarity so that you can make decisions and know what to do on the spur of the moment. I do get in the future a little bit of dreaming up some great big ideas, which I love. It's a romantic dreamer card, but I always say this is a good manifesting card, and it's one of dreaming up big ideas. Past position shows me the Ace of Cups, which is usually having an open heart, blessings, and joy. Sometimes we're really ready for love to come in. Sometimes it just means that we're letting all the great things in life and embracing it. It also has fertility on this card, by the way. This is in the past position. I get a very stuck card, though. So we have the energy of not seeing clearly and being stuck with this card that comes in, being very stuck. And this is when we go, well, what do? I can't do anything about this. My hands are tied to making a change or whatever. Always know that you can. When we feel like there's nothing we can do something about, we have to put that aside and then go to everybody in spirit and our higher power, God, all of that, or the law of attraction to make a change. But I do see this like very stuck. Now you have the Hangman card. And so I feel like very stuck. And then we go into the Hangman card, which is my card of destiny, meaning that you go into a phase where we are fulfilling our soul contract. Sometimes it means that something that we wanted to bring in our life comes in, a lesson we need to learn is appearing. I do want to tell you that I took cards saying what thing is it that you're going to be dealing with your soul contract. It does tell me about memories of the past. It does tell me about what you want for the future, and also what do you do to make your money, okay, your work. I get that the way that you're going to make these decisions and that you have ahead of you is to get opinions of others, and their opinions, you can take that, and then I see that's how you can make your mind up on what to do. Okay. So seek out other people's opinions. If you have a decision on something more professional or something like that, go to those people. If it's something that your girlfriends or family can help, ask them. But I do get that's the way you're going to make those decisions that you're stuck on. So I do get the Page of Cups, meaning that there is some romance coming. This is the messenger of love, romance, and good news. And when I get this card, I don't have the big love cards around it. It means that here's some love. We're going to have some romance. We maybe meet someone, or maybe we see someone across the grocery store or something like that. But we have this encounter with love. I do get a new beginning for you. And I think it'll be a time after this new beginning that you'll be able to breathe and skate through things and have a better way of getting through life. It's a much more easier to flow at that time. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie. Hold on one second.
That's okay. There we go. I'm going to go look at the new comments.
Tammy, I wanted to just respond to you. You said, will they be letting you go, or will you choose to leave? It looks like unless you take the preemptive action, unless you make the preemptive decision to leave and walk, it does look like they would be letting you go, or you said letting us go. So maybe it's like maybe they're laying a few people off, but yeah, it does look like it's coming to an end either way, and in an unexpected way, it says. So maybe they're sugarcoating things and like telling you, maybe, and it's got you worried. But it does look like they're just saying that, but they for sure know that they're cutting. So a lot of times businesses do that. They'll dress it up and make it sound nice, and they'll say maybe, but they know full and well that they're doing this, and they just are trying to soften the blow and keep the morale while you're still there. So that's what they're doing. It looks like they will be letting you guys go, and unless you take the preemptive decision to walk away. I wouldn't walk away. I would keep it as long as you can, but fully prepared for it to end, and fully prepare, your new path and which direction you're going to take in the meantime. And then only when if they haven't let you go by then you can walk away, because it is coming. It does look like. So that's all I have, though.
Yeah, I've got something to tell Chi Lee. Okay, you said you don't work. The cards that you got are talking about your soul contract and what you're going to do about what's in your soul contract, and that has to do with work, or making money or work, and the past, and figuring out your future. That is what you are supposed to work out right now, is remembering the past, trying to figure out and plan your future, and whatever you do to work. Okay. So, and you said that you're with someone. I get just a little bit of romance in there. I think the big thing right now that is coming into your life has to do with your soul contract and making some decisions, because you need to make some decisions. Okay. And that's what I have for you.
Lovely. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm still picking somebody. But you guys, did you participate in our poll? Please go participate in the poll if you haven't. It's in the descriptions on YouTube. And if you're just now tuning in, it's Fluid Friday. So what's in your cup? Let us know. And if you don't have something in your cup, go get something in your cup.
I'm going to post who I'm going to be doing next. Kathleen, thank you for doing the survey.
And we strongly encourage to stay hydrated and drink water as well. So it's not all about, liquor, guys. It's drink your water. Okay, I was just cleansing the energy out of my deck. So just a moment. I'm going to pick somebody for a reading. All right. Rhonda Sellers, welcome to Free Psychic Readings with Matty and Debbie. I'm going to give you a reading right now. She says, hello from Columbia, South Carolina. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Give me just a moment. We're going to get more. She says she's drinking cherry Coke in her cup. Ooh, I love that. You know what? I remember like when they first started doing the flavors of Coke, like what was the best one? The vanilla. I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with it for a while. No, yeah, now I don't like it, but like it's just like a regular Coke for me. But I was obsessed with vanilla Coke for a while. All right, Rhonda, almost done. Just give me a moment more. Oh, yeah, we're going to take both of those. Okay. Rhonda, I've seen this situation far too many times. And I've been in it myself. So I'm just going to give it to you straight. You are giving and giving and giving endlessly to a person that does not deserve that from you. And that you should not continue to give your energy to. Your time, your energy, your love. You know this on some level, but something draws you back. And I want you to ask yourself what you really think that is, and don't give yourself. So here's the thing. Typically when we ask ourselves what draws me to this person, why? Well, the first thing that comes up is, because I love them. Okay. Do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do they act and behave and show up for you in such a way that warrants your love? Because as much as we want to say unconditional love, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful concept, but it's not practical here on earth with relationships, because that's how you get taken advantage of. That's how you deplete yourself, is unconditionally loving somebody who's done absolutely nothing to deserve your grace. Now, I'm not saying that you should punish them and like, if they don't deserve my grace, then we're gonna ostracize and punish them and maim them and whatever. None of that. I'm saying you could excommunicate yourself from that person. If they don't deserve your time and your energy. When people are when you're speaking and you're sharing yourself and you're giving the softest part of yourself, of your love, your heart, to a person, you're being vulnerable, and they treat that with contempt, or they treat that with dismissal, or they treat that as if like it's not as valuable as it truly is, and they don't appreciate it, you should, I'm going to say it harshly, but you should just shut up and stop talking, stop speaking, because they're not valuing and appreciating what you have to say. And you are only doing a disservice to yourself at that point. I see you have such a giving heart, but what you need to do is you need to turn that inward. The hermit is here. You need to turn that inward and look within and see, what is it that you're not giving yourself? Ask what this person, so you need to sit down with yourself and ask, what do I truly, look at this as I'm speaking, reflection. I'm literally telling you to reflect and it comes out. So what you need to do is you need to sit down and need to take note of, what do I get from this relationship? What does this person give me? And if I were to lose this person, or, quote unquote lose, if I were to excommunicate myself from this person, what am I so afraid of that I would not be getting anymore? And I want you to really sit with that concept and figure out what those things are, because those are the things that are keeping you from leaving. So, because you're afraid, I won't get this, and this, and this anymore. And that's probably the feeling of love and affection, even though he's not even though they're not displaying and outwardly displaying these things and acting in such a way, you have taken the things that the minimal little things that do happen, and you dress them up and you assign the meaning of that to it, because you're you're living more so in the potential and the imaginative fantasy of what you want it to be, rather than accepting the reality of what it is. And that is that this person cannot show up for you and give you the things that you want from them. And they've probably said this and they've probably shown it, and you won't accept it. And that hurts. But you need to find out why that hurts and start giving those things that you get on your list of like the things you're afraid that you won't be getting anymore. And you need to start finding ways to give those things to yourself. So if it's like, validation, and someone to vent to, it's like, okay, you have friends and family, you could go and speak to, and maybe get that from them. And you also need to give it to yourself. You don't need external validation from people to know what you went through and what your truth is and how you feel. You don't need somebody else to tell you, oh yeah, I bet that hurt. I bet that hurt when that happened. It hurt, so you don't there's many ways you can get these needs met that you're seeking from this person. And when you really think about it, they're probably not even meeting these needs for you. They're probably not even meeting them for you. This idea hurts to think of. You don't want that, because what you really want is stability, and you want marriage, and you want a relationship. But I'm telling you, this is not the avenue. This is not the avenue, because this will not lead to that. This will lead to hurt. This will lead to dismissal, discarding. This will lead to depletion of your self-worth and of your the value that you see in yourself. And this person, I don't see them. They're not on your level. So like, that's the really funny part. Not funny, but like, that's the really ironic part, is that like, you're giving so much praise to this person who's not even on your level. Like, and I don't mean to say that like they're less of a person. I'm saying maturity wise, spiritually, emotional intelligence, their ability to be vulnerable and to give and love, they're not on your level. They even like with a step ladder and a pole, couldn't even touch your heels. Like, they're so less evolved in that way. But you just think the world of them. And maybe it's because of what you've been through. I just dropped all the cards. Hold on one second. And maybe it's because of what you've been through with them, and you've really attached to those things. But what you need to see is that you're actually trying to gain the love that you aren't giving yourself. You're trying to validate yourself and see your value and worth through another person loving you. And that will never work that way. It will always end the same way. And that is with sadness, heartbreak, devastation. What I do see here is in accepting for what it is, because right now you can consider this, you're dating his potential, but is his potential here in the room with you? No. Don't date someone's potential. Accept them for what they are. That's what it is. It's like, a lot of times you might say, oh, I'm not trying to change them. I'm not trying to force it. I'm not trying to change. But okay, well, is it how you want it to be right now? No. Okay. Then you're trying to change it and force it. If it's not working, it's not working. Accept for what it is. Don't date someone's potential. Because after you accept it, that's when your abundance comes in. That's when your new love comes in. That's when marriage comes in. That's when this transformation happens. And I've got another harmony, commitment. So facing your fears brings you toward these things and out of this cycle with this person. I feel like you've been going around and around and around with it. And it's all about the energy. You're giving your energy to the wrong things. So I always say this, the universe is a yes man. It doesn't matter whether you say, oh, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. It's like, I don't want heartbreak. I don't want despair. I don't want to be cheated on. I don't want sadness. the energy you're focusing on is heartbreak, despair, cheating, and sadness. So that's what you're going to be drawing in. You got to start focusing on the things you do want, not the things you don't want. Focus on the things you do like about yourself rather than the things you don't like. Focus on the things you can do to change the things you don't like about yourself rather than just sitting there focusing on the things you don't like. You know what I mean? So frame it in a way that is uplifting, positive, giving, because your energy, whether it's yes or no, is going toward attracting the very subject of what you're focusing on. Whether you're saying yes or no, or, you know, it doesn't matter. The universe is a yes man. So it's just going to give you what you're focusing on. So keep that in mind. And let's see, peace. You have peace coming to you as long you got to sever your ties with this person. They're really no good for you. And you can do so much better. That's all I have for you this evening.
Thank you. I'm going to be doing Jamie Lee, but first, commercial from our sponsor. Now, while you guys have seen, my new books are out. Fig Willow, and this one is the Kraken, and that is Under Sea Tales. That's book 16. Book 15 is a lot of fun. Also, a lot of pirate and water adventures. And so these are geared for 5th grade reading and up, and a lot of adults I think more adults are reading it than kids, but they're a lot of fun. You can find them on Barnes and Noble, or they'll be there soon, and Amazon, and most bookstores can order them for you. So thank you guys for that. Okay, and there's this I want to get your take on this, Matty, before I go on to Jamie Lee. Why don't you have premonitions anymore? You know what? The only thing that I know is that sometimes people go on with their lives. Something happens, they're distracted, they're not really connected. And then later on they go, oh, where is it? And it will come back. But I don't know why you don't have them anymore. You know, the only thing I know is a lot of people, and I was one where I just kind of dropped everything in my 20s and went into other stuff. And then finally, you know, realized, hey, and then I had a near-death experience, and then everything came out. So that's the only experience that I have with that. But you should talk to your guides and ask them to bring that back. What do you think, Maddie? You have anything about that?
I have so I have an interesting like experience with that. Like I would say, yeah, what you're saying is correct. Like it sometimes it just comes and you don't really know why, and then it kind of might have a period of time where you don't have anything like that happening. In my personal experience, it was so interesting. It was like I think it was like back in 2019 or something, but yeah, it was like at the end of 2019 I had it was so weird. I was walking down the street and this woman driving in a truck, she was the passenger, she was hanging out the window, like literally almost to her waist, and she was waving like this at me and saying, hey, and like I don't know this lady at all, and I'm like, what is happening? I was like, people is crazy out here, like, oh, we're gonna mind our I'm gonna mind my business, keep walking, like, you know. Then the truck comes over 2 lanes of like traffic on a road they're not supposed to turn on, and they come into the like parking area of the like complex I was walking next to, and they pretty much like are just like barreling in, and then this lady gets out of the car and she starts coming toward me, and she goes, I have a message for you. And I was like, I thought she was I thought she was a crackhead. I thought she was like crazy. I was like, what is up with this lady? And she has this card, and she says, I have a very important message for you. And she hands me a card, and it was a psychic's card to like go. It was like just a psychic, and it had a phone number, and it was circled, and it said to call. I never called because at that time, I had not yet like accepted that or was open. I wasn't not open to um, my gifts and all that. But so I was actually really scared and freaked out by what had happened. I was like, this is so weird. But now looking back on it, I'm like, that was right before I came into like realizing I was psychic and I started reading tarot. It was like immediately before that. And right around that same week, actually, I had a premonition of it was really weird. I lost like 13 minutes of time just instantaneously. It was 13 minutes later, and I was like kind of confused. And the person next to me goes, "Where did you go?" And I was like, and it freaked me out when they said that, because I was like, wait, where did I go? Like, and then I remember I like had this, like, it was so weird. I had this like vision about, I won't explain because it's intricate, but either way, um, it was right around that time too. So I don't know what it all means, but I think the person was trying to like open me to my gifts, and I don't know who that lady was. And I wish I had that card still, because it was really
No.
freaky. It was really freaky, but I mean, I haven't had anything since, really, like a premonition. I mean, I do readings, but yeah, I mean, it comes and it goes, and I say just ground yourself, be open minded, because it can come in even the weirdest ways, like a crackhead hanging out the window trying to give you a card to go to a random psychic that you've never visited.
And maybe meditate. Get as close as you can, be in contact all the time with your spirit guides, but maybe do meditation. I mean, I don't do that. I kind of think if I did, something fantastic would happen, because the people say you really can connect that way. So I try maybe meditation, but ask your guides, say bring that back. That was cool. I like doing that. Bring that back. But I do not know. I just know that for me, things changed when I got a certain age. I something would open up at different ages, and then near death experience was crazy, and everything came in. And so just keep asking, especially when you go to bed at night or something. Work with me in my sleep that I can gain that back, because it really is a really miraculous thing when we get something in and we know something's going to happen in the future. And when during the pandemic, I constantly was on lives, constantly looking at the medical part of it, and I called the election and who was going to be in it and all that stuff. But any time I knew something really bad was going to happen in the world, that came to me. And you can go back and watch those shows of me screaming and screaming and screaming when I knew something was going to happen. But it helps people to know. So keep
Yeah.
keep with it. But
And
I think it's different to everybody why they kind of lose that.
and
And
I would say, sorry.
it'll come back. I think so. I really feel like it's going to come back for him. All
Yeah,
right,
I would
Jamie
say
Lee Ann.
face your fears. Face your fears. If you have any fear surrounding, um, you know, sometimes when messages come through, it may seem weird because like you're like, where is this coming from? Or like, or if you see things, if you see spirits, or
Yeah,
you may be afraid of those things. If
yeah,
you're
yeah,
letting the fear win, and if you're letting the fear take hold, then that is also a blockage that you would need to release.
yeah.
Fear is just false evidence appearing real.
If people put up a wall, right, Maddie, they can put up their defenses. This was scary. I don't want anything to do with it. Now,
Or
a lot
uncomfortable.
of I do a tour for people at a cemetery or a haunted building or something, and they're like, nah, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, yeah.
And out the
One
door
time,
they go.
I just have a fun, quick little story of like premonitions come in like profound ways sometimes, where it's like this big thing, and then sometimes it's literally just like nothing. Like one time, I was in my living room and my friend was over, and I heard my sister was on her way, right, and I heard my sister pull up. I heard the car pull up. I heard her open the car doors. I heard my nephew speaking. I heard her keys jingling. And I heard her like ruffling with bags. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh, I'm going to go open the door and help because, like, she's carrying things and all this. I walk up and I get up, I go across and I open the door. There's nobody outside. Nobody at all. And so I was like, that's weird. And I start to go close the door. And here's my sister comes and she pulls up and she pulls in and she opens the door. And I hear her keys and I hear my nephew. He gets out. He said, I hear everything I just heard happen right there in front of me. And she's walking up with the bags. And I'm standing there like, and she's like, what? And everything. And I was like, no, hold on. I was like, wait a second. I was like, the only reason I'm at the door right now is because I already witnessed this happening. I already like heard, like, I was really confused, but I mean, and it's seemingly meaningless. It's just my sister arriving at my house. But like I heard it and experienced it before.
That sounded like a time thing.
Yeah, it's
Like
weird.
you maybe went into the future for a minute and came back.
Yeah.
You do crazy stuff, Matty. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, I have some cards for you. Hi, Jamie Lee. The card that comes down for you is kind of waiting. What's going to happen in the future? I'm waiting for something. I got to find out something. So I just see you being kind of stuck there. I'm waiting for something. I do get the Queen of Wands, which I love. This could be you. It could be someone else, but it's probably you. But I feel very good about a Queen of Wands being very much a leader, very ambitious to be, who they want to be and do what they want to do. Very, very good. I see a new career offer or a new job, stream of money, or new project coming in the future for you. Past position shows me a little bit of communication with the other side, maybe some psychic activity or psychic ability on your part, but I do get receiving messages from the other side. This is in the past position. They're just showing me a little bit about remembering the past as well. Maybe something's coming up. We're going to mark a time to remember someone or something. I do get a new path for you. On this new path, make sure you let your intuition guide you. But I do see you putting up some shields of protection. Maybe like I got nicked or hurt once, I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again. And I do feel like that's fine. But we are going to be going into this love type of situation here, either making choices in love and romance or having a romance. So I know you get your shields up, but I do feel like it's okay. I also get that you're going to get a little chunk of money coming in. Sometimes it could be refunds, it can be money being paid back or a bonus or something like that. But I do see some money coming in for you. Ultimately, it shows me that you have something built up, like you did something a certain way and you're ready to leave because, it didn't work. It didn't work. Otherwise, you'd finish it. And so, your future goes in a different direction. I see you leaving something and going on to your future, which is really, really good. And that's what I have for you.
That was beautiful, Debbie.
Okay. Are we ready for the poll?
Yes, you guys. So, expiration dates, iffy 2 days before or good for a week after. You guys voted. You guys entered your answers. And believe it or not, a tie, 50-50.
Then I'm right. I'm the tiebreaker. Don't eat or drink that nasty stuff.
It looks like we're split right down the middle. Some people,
Isn't that?
I
want to know who thinks it's okay. I'm going to have a talking to you guys.
Like I said, I think some things are okay. Like, it just depends.
It
depends on what it is.
I'm just reading. Let's look really fast to wrap this up. Seeing your past lives to find. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Releasing fear.
You.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, do that. Make sure. So we are past our time, you guys. Oh, Jimmy wants to know what was the poll about. Jimmy, the right people said that you don't have anything that's going to expire. You don't eat it. And the wrong people said it's okay. Eat it, drink it. Okay, I put my little personal spin on that.
Every Friday we do a Friday feuds where we put a survey question or a poll question, and it's just for fun. But so we have a little feud. But today's question was expiration dates. What do they mean? That it's like iffy 2 days before the expiration date comes, or if it's like the thing is good a week after the expiration date. And so, yeah, but it looks like 50-50 tie. Debbie thinks the people who wait a week after are wrong. That's okay.
They're the ones that are going to be in the bathroom.
I'm so done.
Hi, Izzy. Well,
so it's not eating anything expired.
No, none. Okay, you guys, we're past our time, and we are here. If you didn't get a reading, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And
Yes.
so we will do a reading, and come in and post your question right away and say, hey, I didn't get one last time, or I'm new and I didn't get one. And we want to make sure we help you out.
And tell your friends and tell your family and tell your dog and your cat and, bring them all here and have fun with us. We have fun. Right. Mystery Mondays, Wisdom Wednesdays.
Mystery Monday. We're going to give away a gift card. And Carlos got his because I sent it right away. So be there Monday.
And cheers to everybody. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you for joining us.
All right, you guys. Please, if you guys want a reading with Matty Tarot, we have a QR card or code. Let me put that up really fast because I forgot.
Oh, that's okay.
How could I forget?
Yeah, if you want to book a private reading with me, scan this code. It will bring you to my booking site. And I greatly appreciate anybody for being here. And if you would like to book a private reading, I look forward to that. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for everything, Debbie, as always.
Yes, and see you guys all on Monday. And Izzy, we'll do a reading for you. So we'll see you Monday too. Okay, you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice weekend.